Welcome, Cathy.
Thank you.
We are in a beautiful Kronos vineyard today, and I would like to ask you, how can precision viticulture practices such as canopy management and vineyard location and also harvest timing improve the quality and balance of premium red wines?
It's partly about quality, but it's also about style. My wines are both powerful and elegant, and maybe a little different than the common style of Cabernet Sauvignon in the Napa Valley. My alcohols are always in the 13s, and I like good, snappy, natural acidity. I like floral aromatics, and I had to come down here to the Rutherford bench, what we historically called the Rutherford bench. We can't use that anymore. It's the alluvium coming out of the hills. Most of the great Cabernet Sauvignons historically for over 100 years have come from this little corner of the world. So I need to be able to pick fully ripe grapes with all that flavor and structure that I need at lower sugars, because I have never de-alcoholized a wine in my life. So we spend all summer managing the canopy. We take many, many passes. I talked about the first passes of suckering. We've got really one more of those to do, and then we will start to manage the morning sun side differently than the afternoon sun side. Napa Valley's hot. We need a lot of heat to get Cabernet Sauvignon ripe. But when we have a heat spell, it can be pretty beastly here.
Okay.
So we will remove all the laterals on the morning sun side, because even during a heat spell, the morning sun is much gentler than the afternoon sun. So then we'll take another pass on the afternoon sun side, removing some laterals, but being more mindful of protecting the fruit from direct sunlight. The whole goal of our canopy management is managing the way the shoots grow, how big they are, and the amount of fruit they're asked to ripen. But more importantly, we're managing the amount of air and light that gets into the fruit. And so many, many passes all summer. And that allows me to pick fully ripe Cabernet Sauvignon at a sugar level that can make moderate table wines with alcohol, the alcohol of table wine, and structured as a table wine. These wines are also incredibly long-lived. I used to say they were 20 or 30-year wines. The 30-year-old wines are just screaming past 30 years right now, and they're definitely going to outlive me.
So what do you think are the factors that add to the longevity of your wines?
Mostly natural acidity. Of course, tannin is important. These wines are very tannic, but I would say all Napa Valley Cabernet is tannic. But here on benchland between Rutherford and St. Helena, our tannins feel like velvet, partly because of the way we farm it and partly because of where they grow. So you need tannin, you need acidity. I try not to say the P word, but another measure of acidity is the pH. And nice low pHs and high natural acidity are what allow wines to age. And then there needs to be the stuffing there to age. There needs to be the flavor. There needs to be the things to develop to be age-worthy.
Okay, so when you're talking about the tannins, the velvety tannins, what are the soil types that you have here that may contribute to that?
Well, it's partly the soils that affect the tannins, and this is bale gravelly loam. The loam holds water well, so during the spring and into the summer, the vines have the water they need to grow. They're still growing. We want them to still grow. And then we have rainless summers here, and that's very unusual in the world. So these vines will stop growing right around the 1st of August at veraison and get busy ripening the grapes without me having to hack them back. They're just going to grow as long as they need to. They're going to get to 3 or 4 feet long, the shoots, which is just what I want. Then they'll run out of water, stop growing, and get busy ripening the grapes. And I'll pick usually the first week in September, which is quite early.